One of the biggest considerations to make when you're shopping for a lathe is how much turning capacity it has, and that's measured in two ways: how much swing it has over bed and what its maximum distance between centers is. Now, swing over bed, which is this distance right here, determines the maximum radius of the bowl, platter, or spindle you can turn. And the distance between centers determines how long of a workpiece the lathe can handle. Some lathe manufacturers help to increase capacity by making the headstock movable. So, sliding the headstock down to the end of the lathe bed or even swiveling it can help increase swing over bed. And you might be able to purchase a bed extension like this one to increase the distance between centers for turning even longer spindles. But if the headstock doesn't move or you can't get a bed extension, a lathe's turning capacity is pretty much fixed. Well, RIKON Power Tools has an industry-first solution for increasing capacity on its 70-3040 full-size lathe. And it doesn't involve changeovers or buying any extra accessories. You can increase swing over bed and distance between centers at the turn of a dial. And here's how that happens. This lathe's solid steel bed is double stacked and interlocked on a rail system, so that way this top section can move. With the bed in the closed position, this lathe offers about 20 inches of distance between centers and just over 11.5 inches of turning radius, or about 23 inches of swing. But give this little dial a twist on the lathe's control box, and its capacity starts to grow. Between the two beds, a separate 24-volt DC motor drives a continuous lead screw and actuator to slide the lathe's top bed section open or closed. The mechanism is sealed inside a tubular casing with an IP54 rating to protect it from dust and moisture. Powering it from fully closed to fully open takes about half a minute. And now with the bed extended all the way, the distance between centers doubles from 20 inches to 40 inches. And you can stop the bed anywhere along this travel to suit the spindle you want to turn. Opening the upper bed to expose the lower bed also increases the lathe's swing from 23 7/32 inches to 31 1/4 inches. That way, you can turn a really large platter or small tabletop. Now you might be wondering a couple of things. In the fully open position, is this lathe bed still rock solid? Well, I can't detect any side-to-side play in this mechanism. And, as you can see, it'll bear at least a 200-pound load. And what about the debris that collects down here? Does that impact the sliding mechanism? Well, I've been using this lathe a lot lately to turn bowls, and the answer, in my experience, is no. Wood shavings and heavy dust don't impact the ability of the bed to slide open and closed. When I'm done turning, I found it very easy to blow all of this debris out of the interior with compressed air or a leaf blower. And aside from the sliding bed, the 70-3040 has some heavy-duty features that are worth pointing out. It's powered by a 3-horsepower, 220-volt motor with full variable speed control. The headstock contains 4 bearings to help this 1.25-inch spindle bear heavy axial loads. This machine also has a huge banjo that holds a 12-inch tool rest with a hardened steel rod and 1-inch post. And these welded steel legs help this machine tip the scales at almost 550 pounds to help dampen vibration while turning. RIKON also offers these helpful heavy-duty casters and swiveling chrome feet as accessories. With them, it's not difficult to move this hefty lathe around when necessary. Capacity is important on a lathe, especially a full-size one. And this unique lathe can help you increase capacity when you need to, on demand. You can learn more about RIKON's VSR 70-3040 sliding bed lathe in the December 2020 issue of Woodworker's Journal, or by visiting RIKON's website, rikontools.com. I'm Chris Marshall with Woodworker's Journal magazine, and thanks for watching.